Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you to be legendary. That's right, I want you to be legendary in your life. So many people think about their goals and they think about these tiny little achievable goals that they know they can achieve because they want to take the safe bet. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of safety, especially when it comes to income. I like safe income. I like diverse income, something that's not going to go away. But with regards to your goals, safety should be the last thing that you're thinking about. And I don't mean safety like buckling up when you drive. Of course you should think about that and do that every time you drive. You should definitely put your seatbelt on. I'm talking about safety with regards to like a safe bet, something that you know you can achieve no matter what. If you think about goals in terms of things that you know you can achieve really quickly, you're never going to be legendary. And what's going to happen is you're going to go through life. Maybe you're 10, 8, 20, 80, 90 when you're watching this video. I don't know how old you are, but whatever age you are, you're going to go through life, and sooner or later you're going to think, why didn't I set bigger goals? Because you'll know that you had the potential to be legendary, because that's what I'm telling you right now. You have the potential to be legendary, but you instead decided to be ordinary. It's very, very simple. Why wouldn't you want to fulfill your potential? Yes, I know it requires hard work. Believe me, I know that it requires hard work. But what else are you going to do during the day? I'm not talking about taking time away from your family or anything like that. I spend as much time as pretty much is possible for me with my family. I pretty much spend as much time as I possibly can, like down to the minute with my family. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking the time away from relaxing and doing leisurely things that are not going to make you legendary. Now, you should still take time to do some leisurely things, but you really should be focusing on being legendary if you want to be successful at life. Let me tell you something right here. I haven't taken a lunch to have leisure time in 10 years, at least. Like, when you think about it, if you're given half an hour or an hour for lunch, which I'm assuming most people that are watching this, if they're working full-time, are given half an hour to an hour or maybe even more, that's a lot of time. If you consider the fact that you're spending 2 hours at home, 3 hours at home at night with your family, an hour is actually a lot of time. You can actually get a lot of stuff done with regards to achieving your goals in that hour. You can run probably about 10 kilometers if you jog around your work area. If you're filming videos for a YouTube channel, you can probably knock out 2 to 3 videos in an hour. If you work on working faster, if you have a website that you're posting articles on, you can probably, knock out 2 to 3 articles for that website. You can do so many things. You can do like 500 push-ups in an hour. You can do a ton of things in that hour. And that's just your lunchtime. That doesn't even take into account your nights and weekends. Now, like I said, I'm not talking about taking time away from your family to be legendary. After your family goes to bed, you can devote an hour a night to doing things. And if you devote an hour on your lunch and an hour a night, 5 days a week, that's 10 hours a week that you can devote towards achieving these massive goals. If you're watching this, and you're taking your lunch hour and you're going to bed, early and blah, blah, blah. If you're doing all that stuff, chances are you're probably not even devoting close to 10 hours a week to truly achieving your goals and being legendary. So if you can devote 10 hours a week, you're going to be more than doubling what you originally were doing. If right now you're devoting 5 hours a week or 6 hours a week or 7 hours a week, if you devote an additional 10 hours a week to being legendary, you're going to more than double what you were doing before. Now, let me put this into perspective for you. Okay, this is when it's going to turn amazing. The idea of being legendary is going to turn amazing. Let's say that you've calculated that you need to work on your side hustle for 20 years in order to get enough money in your bank account to retire. If you can now manage to do twice as much work by not using as much leisure time, well, guess what? All that you have to do is 10 years. Right now, if you're watching this and you're 30 years old and you're probably thinking, well, I have to work at least like 30 more years before I think about retiring. If you can manage to double your work ethic and double the amount of time you're devoting towards achieving that goal of retiring, then instead of working 30 years, you only have to work 15 years. You're now retiring at 45. If you can manage to triple it Instead of working 30 years, you're now working 10 years. You're retiring at 40. People are going to be working until they're 60, 65, 70 years old, and you're going to have an extra 20 to 30 years to enjoy yourself, to have all that leisure time that you want. The point is, be legendary now. Work on those legendary goals now, and you can have so much time to do whatever you want for the rest of your life. Okay, get it done now. Think about it. It's as simple as that. You can make $50,000 a year for 50 years, or you can make $100,000 a year for 25 years, and you're gonna end up with the same money. It's as simple as that. You can make $250,000 a year for 10 years. Whatever the case is, I don't even know if I'm doing that math right. Okay, I have a little bit of a cold and it's early in the morning right now. So I don't even know if I'm doing that math right. But the point is, the harder that you work now, the more time that you have to enjoy your leisure later. Don't go half in, half out now, where you're kind of in the leisure zone, you're kind of in the work zone, no. Crush it now, get it done, make as much money as you need, get your body to the level that you need, and then you just maintain. And you can have as much leisure as you'd ever wanted. And that's basically it. In this video, I've told you to be legendary. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.